Super Bowl 40 one more time. Hey, it's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, no Matt Hasselbeck, but the Seattle Seahawks are out for revenge as they once again take on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look around the league. But now, let's say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
10 Lobo. 50. Hey, pick your game up. 80 weapons. Check. Hey, Zoo.
Play action. It's Hodges. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, here's Hodges. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
On third down, Hodges. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Met, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Here's So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Hodges will get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 2 yards on that
rolling
play,
on the floor
and
laughing.
Second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges.
STFU.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the...
Get ready. Set. 18 Gator. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Ready.
Now Hodges off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. 3rd and long. It's Hodges. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hodges looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Hodges now. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Hodges. He's going to rifle one deep left and got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. Going for Metcalf on the deep and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 49 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight, the home. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hodges. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final two. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stop your whining.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, come on, get hot.
On first down, here's Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel.
You got it. You got it.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
First carry for James Conner. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? Yep. They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set! 230. So we got man. Check. Lucky. Wow.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. All right, now, like 80.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Samuels. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Yo.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. This is Samuels. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Throwing now is Garoppolo, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Get him, get him, get him. Switch. 21, 21. Yes.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
21, 21.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Johnson was the intended receiver. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? Where are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFCs. Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 51 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Set. Like 5. 56, right there, 56. I'm scared. 56, the mark. Hey. 56. Check 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Come on.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
24. 56. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Echo. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is wide.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Black. I'm coming.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bud Dupree. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
77. Hey, Delta. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, Blues,
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Let's go one more.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Man open. It's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 56 to Mike. 56 black and burn.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
That's what I do.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Coming to you, coming to you.
13, 13.
55, my God, 55.
And
Garoppolo looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. 36. Hey, gun.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 for the Niners there to first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
I got you.
At the Ravens' 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
57's the mark. Rock 57.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
At the 26-yard line.
Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. A gain of 37 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew, let me think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West. and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence. That big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas. But Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City and New England. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Being chased out left. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
White. 12, fellas, here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
11. Check. Hey, dude. Check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Roberts has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. And down he goes goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process.
Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Silver. Flag.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just. Of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
56
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This one complete to Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and run it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 65 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. driven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now, flush to his right. Now a desperation throw, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Being chased out left. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Mike, let's go. Mike, 56. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Roberts got it. They had to go for it with such